Well, several U.S. retailers are preparing for crowds of shoppers as the holidays approach. Not surprising. Joining us today to talk about what we can expect from this year's holiday sales is President of Wilsey Asset Management, Brent Wilsey. Brent, great to see you.
Good to be here as always.
We are always hearing how this economy is just charging right now. Talk to us about the economy and what that means for overall the holiday season.
Well, we've got strong employment. We've got high consumer confidence. Actually, I was reading the other day that actually the liquidity in our economy is higher than the growth of the economy, which means there's so much money out there. People are going to be spending like crazy this holiday season. A big difference from last year. Never happened. Last year was concerned like, oh, it could be a recession. This year, everything is just full board, going very well. We're expecting retail sales to jump as much as 4.2% this year to about $735 billion. Now, what's interesting about this, it does not include restaurant sales, car sales. I'm sure you've seen the advertisement for car sales.
Oh yeah, all the time.
You add those in there and the gasoline sales, you're talking over $1 trillion will be spent this holiday season.
Wow. Because people are just, when you've got more money in your pocket, you're going to spend, and you know, it's the season of giving.
Yeah,
right?
It really is. And actually the average gift that they're looking at is about $715 just on gifts is what people are expecting to be spending. But actually overall this Christmas, spending about $1,284 just for this holiday season. So a lot of spending. Yeah,
a lot of spending, but how about the spending between the brick and mortar, the traditional brick and mortar stores versus online?
You know, it is growing. That is still growing. It's still a big portion, still is done in stores. Online sales, about $144 billion, a lot of money, obviously. I remember when it was $20 billion. So now it's about, what, 20% of the total sales, about where we stand for holiday online sales.
How about Black Friday?
You know, Black Friday, I was surprised on this because, you know, you kind of think like, wow, that's the big thing and so forth. About 4 years ago, back in 2015, Black Friday, about 59% of the shopping was done on Black Friday. It has now fallen to 36%. And I think partly because the retailers start, gosh, I saw stuff out in September for the holidays.
Yes. All you got to do is go to Costco or Walmart or Target.
Yeah,
and
right.
You know, September is Christmas time.
That's right. And it's not the big thing it used to be. Again, 36%, again, is not a big number. You still have a lot of excitement going on because it is going to be, you know, a big thing, but it's not like it was back when we were younger and like, oh my gosh, Black Friday was this really big start of when people started their shopping.
Yeah, they did, because back then we didn't have the online sales like we have today, and that's such a big factor. And even the online retailers are offering deals for Black Friday, so you don't have to go to the brick and mortar.
And then there's also I believe it's called a Cyber Monday.
Right.
That is before that. That's their big day because that's when you got to order now, or else you may not receive in time for Christmas.
Yeah, and there's it seems that the toy industry is highly competitive. And every year it's the toy makers are trying to outdo each other to see which toy of the top 5 or 10 toys are going to sell the most. It's a boon for them.
And that's so important. I brought the toy that used to be. I mean, this is what people used to get, was the dolls. Well, these are not what you get any longer. I mean, now you've got toys like, let's see if I can get these right, the Bloom doll, the Linkamals Smooth Moose Sloth, can't even say some of these, the Cubby, the Curious Bear, and then the Artie 3000, the robot there. I mean, these are just things that, like, they're so complex now, and they're actually expensive compared to just getting a doll, which I'll be donating that doll to your toy drive out here when I leave.
Good.
But it is just something that the toys now are so complex, and it's always got those top 4 or 5. So those are the ones that if you have kids, you'll be getting the Smooth Move Sloth or the Curious Bear there, or things of this nature.
Well, video games and video game consoles are also huge in this country.
You know, the video games not the way they used to be, because now a lot of it's done online.
That's true.
You know, I mean, and it did not hit in the top. I looked at the top 10 video games. There's no top video games coming out this time. Still big, I think, for teenagers and stuff. I mean, sometimes they say teenagers can't get off those video games, but it's done differently now. Actually, I forget the name of the company, but they sold video games. They're going bankrupt because people do not go out and buy the case of video games anymore like they used to.
Yeah, a lot of it's done online, but in some cases you got to have the game before you can get online and play. So, you know, and that's another highly competitive industry.
Yeah. Oh, and it really is. I mean, we've seen a lot of bankruptcies and a lot of companies just destroyed by that because it's going online, and it's continuing to do that more and more. There is concern down the road 3 or 4 years that the gaming systems, like from Microsoft and Sony, they could be gone because everything is going streaming and you don't need that gaming system anymore. So I think in 3 or 4 years you can see problems with those companies as well.
Interesting. Okay. You got any seminars coming up?
Actually, we do. Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that. On Thursday, December 5th at 6:30 in Scripps Ranch, we have one, and we always talk about how to invest your money, what to do, what not to do is always important for people. It's our last one for 2019.
It's all interesting though, the method that you use. Monday is a big day in your office. That's
Yes.
when you start breaking everything down.
That's when we look at all the numbers of all the companies in our portfolio, and we just look at saying what we should be buying. We just did a big buy, started on Thursday, Friday, a company we've been looking for after 3 months, and we finally said, yes, this is going to be a great buy. I can't tell you the name of the company because it's illegal for me to do that, but the company has had profits since 1989, I believe it was, even including 2008. I mean, we're just so excited about this business that we bought in the portfolio.
That's great. SmartInvesting2000.com.
Oh yeah, I forgot to give that. Thank you.
Look at that. Thanks, Brent.
You're welcome.
Great seeing you.